And we are fighting in Atlantis. How about this crazy venue? And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tale of the tape. Vasily the Matrix Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting the 2-time Olympic gold medalist from Ukraine, a tremendous 3-division champion of the world.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. And he misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punch. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Counter punching. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
And forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from?
We're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
I like that round. Good work. Good work. This round, get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab back.
Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Here we go for round 2. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Both want a highlight reel knockout. Well done with that counter shot. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
That counter punch caught him clean. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. What a punch. Catch and shoot. Let's talk about Loma and let's get it started in round 3. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Nice counter shot. Caution being thrown to the wind. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
How about that time counter shot? Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance without a doubt.
On to the 4th we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Counter punch. And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. A perfect counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Counter shot. Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of defense here at all. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nope, that hook won't score. See the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing them down. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Lomachenko is buzzed. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods. Took...
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
You need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Nice counter. This is a high-octane battle. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
To make or break a fighter.
Get out there and win this round, kid. Ready? Nice round, good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Now listen, kid. I need you.
And there's the bell for round 6. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when they're building a ring with fighters like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nobody home with that hook. He got out of the way of that right hook. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. There's a counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
That's what we talk about.
Here comes round 7. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They exchange punches. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. stamina is off the charts. His stamina is off the charts. That counter shot lands. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You've just got to put them.
Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Manny Pacquiao now. And we enter the 8th round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting
Whoa, Johnny! Pacquiao is rocked. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Pacquiao there got clipped clean. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Is Pacquiao going to go? Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
I need to see that.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
But now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have... Hold that thought! Oh, Pacquiao is seeing stars after that one. Another win, another unanimous...